Everybody. So, I said we're gonna continue with oh gosh, I forgot what it was. Scarlet Hollow. Um, so we're gonna continue with that bad boy. And yeah. You once again find yourself in front of the Kelly residence. A whole cold hesitation grips you as the building's history leans over you from the hilltop. A refurbished Civil War hospital and tuberculosis clinic would be a strange and difficult place to live in during the best times. You can only imagine the challenges of living there with a severe chronic illness. Though it's only early afternoon, it feels much later, the sun already sinking behind the tall mountains that surround Scarlet Hollow. We're a little early. What if Dr. Kelly yells at us? There's no such thing as early when you're hanging out with friends. There's just extra time to get spent together. Okay, but what if she yells at us? It's too late. The door swings open. Hey! Reese! Oh my god, dude, it's been ages. You must be Emily, right? I've heard a lot about you. Stella's been relentless about making sure I got all the Emily updates. Gretchen starts yelping at Reese, straining against Stella's grip as she tries to get between them. Are they here already? I knew you'd show up early, Stella, and you brought the dog. Great. Yeah, I thought she might cheer Reese up. I don't know what's gotten into her all of a sudden. The dog stays outside. But it's okay, Stella. We can let her chill in my van for a bit. I'll run the AC and leave her some treats. You know I always have some of those easy chew dog jerky stashed away. But we go everywhere together. Do you want to come in or not? Kanika nervously tugs Stella away toward her van. Well, what about you, Emily? Are you coming in? Oh, sure. I trust dogs. Why doesn't Gretchen like you, Reese? I kind of want to ask this one. I trust dogs. Why doesn't Gretchen like you, Reese? No clue. She's always made a fuss around me. Reese doesn't do well with dogs. Now come on in. Let's get this over with. You follow Reese and Dr. Kelly inside. Stella and Kanika aren't far behind you. The house feels cold. Not only is there an odd chill in the air, but the building itself feels too sterile, uncomfortably tidy, to the point where you're nervous to touch anything. If it weren't for the aroma of store-bought dinner rolls baking in the oven and the unsettling artwork hanging on the walls, you'd be half convinced you'd wandered into a real estate showing. So, how can I lend a hand? By sitting down at the table and not puttering around in my kitchen. I made sure everything was done well in advance, so the only thing left are the rolls, which shouldn't be long. Then we can have a quick dinner and you can leave my house and go on about your business. But I was kind of hoping to see Reese's new art. We still have time now, right? You aren't seriously considering subjecting your friends to your disaster of a room, are you? It's not that bad. You can still see the floor. Dr. Kelly raises a single questioning eyebrow. I don't mind a little mess. Yeah, I doubt it could be any worse than the way I keep my room. Yes, okay, fine. As long as you stay out of the kitchen, I don't care what you get up to. Cool, we'll just be downstairs. You won't even know we're here. You make your way toward the basement stairs. The basement is what you might expect out of a tortured artist who spends all his time confined to his studio, discarded canvases line its edges, while trash and sketches leak out from their piles in the corners of the room, hiding the bare cement floor. Ghoulish faces cover the walls in paint, sneering at their creator. I do want to bring up, this one looks like Reese, because it's got his hair, kinda. Your mom is so scary. She can be a little intense, kind of overprotective, which I guess makes sense. Anyway, make yourselves comfortable. You'll have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately. Haven't been cleaning much. Explore a powerful build. Do you need us to break you out of here? I don't think your mom could stop me. I don't know. The dog's pretty resourceful. Plus, besides, I'm stuck inside for my own good. Are you sure there's nothing we can do? Your company is plenty. It's so nice to have living people down here for a change. You know, we'd visit more if your mom let us. Did she tell you she turned us away yesterday? She said we couldn't even talk to you. It's a little controlling. You came by yesterday? She didn't tell me. But I was probably asleep, that's all. She didn't want to wake me up. I don't think that's her being controlling or anything. Not to cast any doubt on that, but she did say I couldn't bring you any food. She knows that's how I show my friends how much I appreciate them. And she knows I can work around all kinds of allergies and intolerances. Not gonna lie, it felt weird. I don't know, my body is pretty particular when it comes to food. She just prefers to have full control over what I eat, so... okay, maybe that does sound controlling. But it's for a good reason. If I eat the wrong thing, it could really mess me up. So she has to regulate my food. So, has Stella told you about everything that's happened in the past couple days? Every detail. I wish I could see some of it myself, but you know. He gestures in futility toward the walls of the basement. Are you sure you can't just sneak out one of these nights? The doc isn't keeping me prisoner here, Stella. I'm sick. You know that. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to. There's nothing to apologize for, and I appreciate the effort. Really, I do. There's just nothing you can really rescue me from. That die's already been cast. But we were talking about the past couple days, weren't we? Do you have any thoughts on the ditchlings we've been seeing? Yeah, they've been coming up to my window at night. Wait, really? Is that why you texted me that they look like something out of your nightmares? Yeah, I thought it was hallucinating. I had put it together that we might have been seeing the same thing until just now. I've been sketching them, actually. Tell me what you think. He pulls out a sketchbook from one of the piles in his room. Okay, that's exactly what I saw on my way home last night. What does it mean that they've been lurking around here, though? I don't know, but I like the company. They're kind of beautiful in a sad way, if you ask me. Agree to disagree with you there. Those things are gonna be stuck in my nightmares till day at night. Do you think the town is doomed? I think everything is probably doomed at some point, but I guess that's answering a different question. Do I think the town of Scarlet Hollow is on the brink of collapse? Probably not. But it's not like I have a lot of perspective of what it's like out there. There could be a rioting out Main Street, and if Stella or the doc didn't tell me, I just wouldn't know. I would totally tell you if there was a riot. Would Dr. Kelly tell you though? I mean, yeah, I hope so, but the point I'm trying to make is that other people are minds out there. What do you think, my cousin? She was always so distant and mean. I probably would have thought she had it out for me personally if she wasn't like that towards everyone, or if I thought she even knew my name. But people change. Maybe she's nicer now. She's still terrible. You guys just never took a chance to get to know her. She's actually really funny and sweet. I'll pass, thanks. What do you think's going on with Wade? Oh, that is interesting. So if you don't ask about his disease, those options go away. What do you think's going on with Wade? Who? You know, that guy who's been following Emily around being all ominous? Oh yeah, that slasher creep. I appreciate the classic Jason vibe he has going on. Here's hoping he doesn't live up to the look for all our sakes. Oh, here we go. We can ask. Nice. Where are you sick with? Sorry, Reese. Emily is pretty direct. We don't have to talk about your illness. It's okay. I've come to terms with the way the rest of my life is going to be. Haha, you're so macrobated, Reese. You make it sound like you've been sentenced to death. You haven't, right? Not exactly. No one really knows what's wrong with me, but it's been getting worse. I can barely keep most food down. My skin always itches like there are worms crawling underneath it. Which, that's a gross mental image. I could live for a long time or a short time, no one's sure. But I'm definitely not going to get better. Whatever time I have left is going to be miserable. So I've done my morning. My best years are behind me. My future is unknowable, but one day I'll end up in the pine box. Just like everyone else, and I'm okay with that. Okay, so that brings up a question. I'm assuming that a lot of his symptoms are due to the ration that he's taking. I'm assuming that the poison is, is causing the symptoms. Damn, Reese, that may be a goth, but that's some real nihilistic shit. I'll make sure to come by more often from here on out. Friendship heals all wounds, right? Thanks, guys, but you really shouldn't worry about me. I have my art. I'm doing fine, really. Surely there must be something the doctors can do for you, even if it's just helping you deal with the symptoms. The doc upstairs has consulted with a lot of specialists. I've tried a lot of medication. Sure, some have been able to alleviate symptoms, but they always come with their own fun side effects. It wound up being a question of picking which set of discomforts I wanted to deal with. I settled on constant nausea and vomiting and a persistent itch I can't scratch. It's manageable. As long as I can still paint, I don't care. And hey, it isn't all bad. Some of it is just weird, like this. Reese pulls on the skin of his arm. It stretches unnaturally. Hyperelasticity. Kinda cool, right? Whoa! Does that not hurt? Nope, it feels fine. Like I said, it gets itchy under the skin sometimes. But I don't know if that's the elasticity, the medicine, or some other part of my condition. Your art. I'm gonna do this one. I love books, man. Real Goya Black period vibes with healthy notes of Begsinski? I'm gonna assume if I say that. Thank you, I think. Yeah, that's a good thing. Then thank you. I really appreciate it. To be honest, I don't know much about art history. It's not exactly a popular subject in tiny K through 12 rural schools, so my arts education was lacking. I'm working in the dark as far as influence. And you're doing great, man. You know, you can gain a real following if you ever post these online. Just saying. Nah, I think I'm okay sticking to sparsely populated late night live streams. That's all the social media I can handle. I don't know how you do it, Stella. Having to exist in front of all those people all the time, knowing some version of you lives in their heads, knowing they expect something out of you that you might not be able to give them. Okay, but if the only time you ever put your art on display is a live stream during school hours, when am I going to be able to see what you've been working on? Tell you what, when I die, I'll leave you my paintings so you can see them all. And maybe they'll be worth millions since I'll be dead. I'll be able to rest easy knowing someone had retroactively given my life value. Oh, Reese, you sweet boy. It's okay. I'm gonna do this one. That's quite a movie collection we got. Any Rex? Let me think. Oh, have you heard of She No Chi Deathblood? Hope I said that right. I saw that for the first time recently and it blew me away. Excellent example of both Japanese horror and found footage done right. We could even put it on after dinner if you guys are interested. Damn, I would usually be down for that, but we got to head over to the Oscars after this. We promised we'd ghostbust this place. He's apparently been dealing with a bad haunting. And I feel like we should really be there for him tonight, considering everything that's happened. He and Rosalina both near sport right now. I'll take a rain check on that movie though. Yeah, we'll definitely come by for a movie night this week. I'm free tomorrow night. Same goes for Emily. I should probably work tomorrow, but... Hang on. So guys, looking for something over here. There we go. But I can close up early. So you three go way back, huh? Almost to the womb. The town school here is a tiny 10K through 12. Not exactly a one-room schoolhouse, but not far from it. There, I got itch in my ear. Been very itchy lately. I don't know what that is about. We're lucky we all got along as much as we did. Some kids weren't able to make many friends their own age. They just happened to be born around the same time as real jerks, and were stuck with them through their whole school career. Poor kids. So I want to know who Stella considers real jerks. If she doesn't count Tabitha as a jerk. Not that we are free from dealing with jerks like a certain Scarlet I could name. Okay, she was a little rough around the edges, but she was pretty friendly when you got past that. Maybe to you, the way she used to look at me, you'd think I'd rolled in something foul every morning before school. Same here, though to be fair, the feeling was more mutual between us. She deserved it though. I'm gonna ask that. Wanna come go sending once tonight? Oh wow, do you think you'd be down for that? We'd love to have you. That would be so amazing, but I haven't had the best luck leaving the house lately. Even just walking to town is enough to put me in bed for a week. It sucks. But make sure you bring your camera, Stella. I want to see everything that happens. Should I do this one? We need someone to pose for your paintings this week. That's so kind of you to offer. If you're okay with hanging out at weird hours, I'd love for you to come by and sit for me. It's It's been a long time since I was able to draw anyone but myself, and I really appreciate the company. Maybe we could all come. Wouldn't that be fun? Dinner's gotta be ready by now, right? Almost on cue, Reese's mom shouts from the kitchen. Dinner's on the table. Guess that's it for catching up. Make sure you all wash your hands with soap. I don't want anyone sharing their germs. Sure thing, Doc. Yes, ma'am. My hands are already. Yes, ma'am. You make your way towards the sink first, stopping your tracks by the pull of an odd door at the end of the hallway. You feel so out of place, like you've accidentally wandered into a different, older house. But more than that, you feel something radiating out from behind it. Something dark and cold. Something that reminds you of the dusty tunnels you narrowly escaped last night. An oppressive hum just beyond your hearing fills the air, and you feel strange. You're compelled to approach the door, drawn in as if hypnotized. And I love this. Open the door, open the door, open the door. That's the only option you get. Before you know it, the doorknob is turning in your hand, your heart full of both deep dread and a compulsive need to know what might be on the other side. What do you think you're doing? Well? There's something compelling about this door. I'm looking for the bathroom. I need to see what's behind this door. No, you don't. You need to wash your hands, eat dinner, and then get out of my house. Return to the door. You won't let her interrupt you. You need to know what's behind the door. Oh, no, you don't. Come on, wash your hands and sit down. She grabs you by the shoulder, yanking you away. You do as she says, cleaning up under her watchful eyes and allowing yourself to be ushered back to the table and away from the door. Dinner is already laid out. Dinner rolls, spaghetti, and a light salad. Kanika anxiously picks at her food. Stella is nervously talkative, and Reese is suddenly quiet and tense. His shoulders tight as his mother perches on the chair next to his. Dr. Kelly eyes all of you with a sharp, fierce gaze. She sits opposite you at the far head of the table, her features silhouetted against the light of the setting sun in the window behind her. Powerful build, it's a position of authority where her height gives her a vantage point over everyone else. No one at this table does anything without her noticing. It almost feels like, despite the presence of your friends, this is strictly a conversation between you and the doctor. She's the town doctor. This dinner might be a good opportunity to question her about recent events. Pills. She slides a few tablets toward Reese. He immediately swallows them. This is excellent, Dr. Kelly. Is the pasta sauce homemade? No, it's from a jar. I worked too many hours to make my own pasta sauce. Well, you have excellent taste and brand. If you ever want any tips on easy home-cooked pasta sauces, you know I... No thanks, Stella. I have the internet if I need recipes. Thanks again for having us, Dr. Kelly. We really appreciate it. You didn't tell me they came by yesterday. You were asleep. I didn't want them to wake you up. But you could have told me. Why? They were coming over today anyway. I would just rather know these things. Noted. I kind of want to ask for this one, but on the other hand, I don't want to make Dr. Kelly mad. Like, I like Dr. Kelly in spite of her keeping your son trapped and everything. pass this one, but I'm not going to. What exactly does he have? He has a combination of genetic diseases that give him a fragile immune system, among other things. It's too much to get into. A lot of technical terms I'd have to explain. It's not good dinner talk, and it can't be pleasant for him to have to hear it again, so let's drop him. I'm fine talking about it. I'd rather we talk about something else. You can feel the tension at the table start to rise. It must break your heart having to isolate your son from the world like this. It's just another unfortunate side effect of his illness. Both of us have just had to come to terms with it. It's not the life I wanted for him, but it's the life he has to lead. Maybe he doesn't have to. Ow! Jeez, Kanika, your boots are heavy. Sorry, Dr. Kelly, we're totally respectful of Reese's boundaries, even though they might seem a bit arbitrary and strict. Isn't that right, Stella? You can kick me all you like. It won't change my bold attitude now going personality. You know, Doc, I feel pretty okay. I don't think having people over is all that rough on me. We'll see how you feel in an hour. Reese is a talented artist. She must be very proud of him. He has a lot of skill honed through practice and dedication. I can't say I understand a lot of his pieces, but of course I'm proud. Thanks, Doc. Let's do small talk. The food's really good. Then please send a letter thanking the mass manufacturer of the spaghetti sauce and pasta. I just eaten them up. And I don't like wasted air at the dinner table, so keep your vaguely polite niceties to yourself and the rest of us finish our plates. Aside from Reese's mom staring down the table, nobody's making eye contact with anyone else. Awkward. Should we do this one? What we're still in Kanika like as kids. Noisy and messy, like all kids. And they always had these little projects, videos or crafts or animal rescues. Whatever it was that captured their imaginations that week. So like I said, noisy and messy. Did we bring a dead squirrel into your house once? Oh God, not the squirrel. I remember that squirrel. Did you think the doc could Frankenstein back to life or something? I was like 12. I was very susceptible to what I saw in media and very sad about that squirrel. That's one of those things that keeps me up at night. I still feel guilty about bringing that thing into your house, Dr. Kelly. I'm just glad you didn't make it a habit. How well do you know Tabitha? Not very. I'd know her a lot better if your family didn't seem to be so afraid of doctors. I can count on one hand the number of times she's been in my office. No wonder everyone but that old Edward Dean died so young. Hopefully your mother was better about taking you at doctor's visits. I wouldn't be surprised if there was something genetic at play. And it's much better to catch those things early. Why didn't you want me to poke you around the clinic? You all seem awfully guarded about me checking out that door. Because it's closed? Doctors don't usually just let people wander around their clinics. Of course, Dr. Kelly, you would never. I'm sure Emily is just joking, right, Emily? You know, I can't say I was ever drawn to the place before, but the secrecy is starting to make it feel awfully compelling. Della, don't you think of any ideas from Emily? No one has played hide and seek in my private offices. Not today, not ever. Emily, she doesn't need any more bad influences. Yeah, but what if it's haunted? This place was built out of an old Civil War hospital, right? Was a TB clinic, too. Double haunted. I can't believe I never went ghost hunting here. Are you sure you don't want us to check it out? We'll have a whole bunch of extra experience after tonight. It's not haunted. Now drop it. Aside from Reese's mom staring down the... Yeah, same thing. Yes. You're a doctor. Have you ever seen a dead body? What kind of question is that? I'm a doctor. Of course I've seen a dead body. I have, in fact, seen many dead bodies. She's also the Scarlet Hollow coroner, so she's seen the dead body of everyone who died in Scarlet Hollow, at least in the past few decades, which means she's seen Pearl Ann's body. I'm not a coroner, I'm a medical examiner. A coroner is an elected official. I'm just a doctor licensed to do autopsies. But it's not something I have to do very often. Not exactly what I call dinner talk. So let's drop it, shall we? The more you talk, the less you feel like you're having a conversation. And the more you feel like you're treading on eggshells. Do want to ask this, but that'll lead us right to accusing her of poisoning herself, and I don't really want to do that. You're a doctor. Where were you last night when Rosalina got hurt? I'm a doctor, not an EMT. But when she's backing down, I expect we'll be seeing a lot of each other. She won't be the first amputee I've treated, so at least I'll have some experience. The poor kid. It's gonna be a tough adjustment. I just hope I can be helpful to her. Poor Rosalina. I think she'll be just fine. Oscar said she seemed in high spirits. Pain meds will do that. The tension at the dinner table reaches a breaking point. Alright, that's enough. Dr. Kelly is interrupted by Reese before she can finish the class. So, we are talking about maybe watching a movie sometime this week while Emily is still in town. We'll have to see how you're feeling. I can handle a movie, Doc. Yeah, we'll just sit downstairs in the dark. Reese is used to that. I'm sure he'll be okay. You're always overestimating how much you're able to do. This is why you keep getting sick. If I get sick, so what? It's not like that's ever going to change. I'm sick every day, and I'm not getting better. I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in the basement alone just because seeing my friends has been deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult, for God's sake. I can't believe I have to ask for permission from my mom just to have friends. Oh, Reese stops mid-sentence, wincing in pain and wrapping himself in his arm. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can to try and fix. Silence as Dr. Kelly's eyes shoot open. Reese? Reese abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves. Damn it, I knew it. I knew this would be too much. Everyone, get out of my house. Please, just leave us alone. Stop trying to interfere with his life. All it does is hurt him more. But we can't just leave him like this. Now is when he needs friends the most. No, now is when he needs me the most. I'm his mother and his doctor. Doctor and his mother. Sorry, guys. I know you care about him. I know that. And he knows it too. But all any of you would do is get in the way. So just leave, please. You seem fine before dinner. It always comes in waves, and I can assure you that right now he is very much not fine. Now leave. The three of you are rushed to the door. We'll be back, Reese. I hope you feel better soon. Dr. Kelly shuts the door in your faces. The click of a lock signals the end of your dinner, Reese's. Ooh, I kind of want to ask this one. Have y'all heard of... Oh, I don't even know how to say that. Factitious disorder? Kanika tenses at the mention of your words. No? It's where someone pretends to be sick or makes themselves sick on purpose or does it to someone else. Oh. If she's doing this to him, I swear to God, she wouldn't. That's just so horrible. Who would do something like that to their own kid? And for so long. But here's the thing. She is. Now, granted, she's doing it to prevent him from turning into a monster. But she's still making him sick. No, there's no way. Y'all are barking up the wrong tree. It seems far-fetched, and it's definitely rare, but I don't think we can rule it out. We could probably go back and forth on this for a while. Let's grab Gretchen and get going. The sun is setting and we wouldn't want to miss a second of ghost action. Stella hurries off down the hill. It's almost as if to run away from what just happened. You and Kanika follow her down the slowly darkening street. Should we stop here, guys? Or should we keep going? I think I might keep going for a little bit. Lit by the orange hues of the setting sun, the library feels different. What was once a quaint building in a small town now stands as an imposing structure, its walls holding something that stares back at you, and it's also deadly. Maybe Kanika is right. Maybe ghosts aren't real, and the rest of the night is going to be a pleasant break from the events of the past few days. Your fists have gotten you this far. If there's something in there, you can take it. Your thoughts jump to the ghost books you read over the years. So often the ghosts in stories are metaphors for something else. Are real ghosts metaphors too? Enter library. Just as its exterior was intimidating in the setting sun. In the setting sun, the inside of the library is dark. Shadows deep and foreboding. The meeting agreed with the mayor ended quite some time ago, and the throngs of visitors took whatever joy was in this place with them as they left. Hey, Oscar, are you back yet? Shh, you can't yell at the library. It's against rules. It's after hours. Rules only apply before 5 p.m. Now it's our domain. Hey, you're just in time. Rosalina's situated in the back room. Alexis is going to keep her company while we hopefully get this all sorted out. I'd love for her to be able to sleep in her own bed tonight. How is she doing? She's not quite as chipper as she was when she was on stronger meds, but she's still doing surprisingly well. Alexis has been on by her side non-stop. She's been a really good friend. Rosalie and I are both lucky to have her right now. I'm glad she's back home at least, and we'll be able to get her back into her real home in no time. I've come fully loaded. Got my EMF reader, temperature got spirit box, infrared camera, UV light, video cameras, salt, flashlights for everybody in case the ghost messes with the electricity, parabolic microphone, sharpies of paper for automatic writing matches. Oh, matches and candles for rituals. Oh, And a Ouija board. I know they're toys, but you never know what might come in handy. Wow, that's a lot of ghost hunting stuff for something that was so last minute. Do you just have the stuff ready to go in a bug out bag or something? Of course I do. I actually stashed a couple bags here overnight after I got back from the mines. Excuse me? I wasn't about to carry everything around all day. This way we can go and and pop out to grab more stuff once things start getting spooky. I may never have found any compelling evidence of ghosts, but that's not for lack of trying. After last night, I'm more than ready to try again. Hey, hope I'm not too late. Have I missed any creepy paranormal stuff? Avery, glad you could make it. The more pairs of hands we have, the more equipment we can carry. Sure thing. Always happy to carry off her hand or two. I hope you aren't taking this as seriously as everyone else. I need someone else to be rational with. Whoa, is that an EMF freezer? I've never seen one in person. Look at all this stuff. Parabolic microphone, y'all really covered all your bases. Oh no! Hey, I'm as rational as they come. I'm just not ready to rule out weird paranormal stuff. When people tell me they saw ghosts, who am I to say they didn't? I mean, y'all apparently saw some really unexplainable stuff on Monday, and then mine only collapsing in after 100 years while y'all were there? I'm just saying, anything seems plausible right now. This whole town is one big supernatural death trap. Hopefully not death trap. It's not like anyone's died. Yo, don't go rush up ghost hunt busting wild Zane. No way was I gonna forget your promise, Stella. Zane, glad you can make it. I was confronted with my own mortality for the first time yesterday, so I'm desperate for answers about the afterlife to ease my troubled mind. Now let's go mess with some ghosts. I hope my house is big enough for 6 ghost hunters at once. If this is everyone, we can go ahead and get started. It's to the back. Follow me. Looks like the sun has almost set. This is when stuff usually starts to kick off. I haven't been back inside for about a week, so I have no idea what to expect. Hey! You're not doing this without me. If there's a ghost, I want to see it with my own eyes. Sorry, Mr. Gutierrez. I tried to stop her, but she was really convincing. Oh, hi, Zane. What's up? Yo. Rosalina, you're not supposed to be out of bed. You science best let Oscar handle this. I've done enough resting. It's not like hobbling around the library is any different than hobbling around our house. I miss being there. I miss feeling home. You shouldn't be hobbling around at all. Just take it easy until you're more healed. I've got to learn how to walk around eventually. Might as well start while I'm still on pain meds. And our house is 1 story. It's not like I'm climbing Everest. Oscar sighs. The answer's no, Rosa. You need to rest. As if. I can't get any rest in that crappy little back room. I want our house back. I'm coming with you. Crappy? Since when do you use language like that? And we have this taken care of. Nearly half the town is here to help. What are you gonna do, old man? You can't stop me. I'm injured, remember? I'm not that old. You better turn around or I'll ground you. Dad, I'm pretty sure I'm as grounded as I can get. And I'm fine. This doesn't even hurt. I don't feel anything. That's because you're on painkillers, Rosa. It doesn't mean that. But Rosalinda ignores him, grimacing but confident. She hugs her down her crutches. Oscar says and does nothing to stop her. Okay. You all cross over the threshold and enter Oscar's living room. Family photos line the walls and stacks of books sit comfortably on wooden furniture. Okay, guys, I think we're gonna stop it here for now. I know, right on the edge of the cliffhanger, but hopefully, y'all know how it ends. And we're gonna get into the. Well, it's all good, but we're gonna get into a better part tomorrow. At least in my opinion. So, but in the meantime, I love that. So let's save. There we go. And then, not sure if I'm gonna record again tomorrow, but hopefully I might be able to upload something, tomorrow, because I think, yeah, this Thursday, so I might not get to upload anything else over the weekend, but if that's the case, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Well, I hope you guys have a great weekend either way. Um, and I hope you enjoy this little bit of Scarlet Hollow. It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. Like, I don't normally, I'm the kind of player that will normally excuse me. Normally, I'm the kind of player that will pick the nice options, but this time around it's kind of fun to be a little bit more blunt, a little bit more like, no, don't do this, you know. So, we'll see how that affects the relationship. Anyway, but yeah, I hope you guys have a great weekend. And I will see about uploading the Ghost Hunt portion on Monday or possibly Tuesday. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Oop, hold on.